10. Deadly risk of drinking cold water and cold beverages after meals. 1. Indigestion problems. Drinking cold water right after meals can cause indigestion because the cold temperatures change the consistency of the foods we've eaten, making them more difficult to digest. For example, fatty foods tend to solidify when mixed with cold water, making digestion more difficult. Longer digestion can result in acid reflux problems. 2. Makes a pot belly. During the warming process in stomach, ice water will be warmed by the bearing fats in the stomach. When drinking cold water is often done, you may need more fat pads. Fat pads obtained from the food we eat daily are buried in the stomach. If it not balanced with sufficient exercise, the fat pads will be increased. As a result, our stomach will become bloated. 3. Causing an excessive thirst. When we drink cold water, soon we will become thirsty again. The more we drink cold water, the more body imbalance will happen. 4. Loss of nutrients. Normally, the human body temperature is in the range of 36 to 37 C. When we consume water that is too cold, it would force our body to use more energy in order to organize and make the body temperature back to normal, whereas that energy is greatly needed by the body to absorb nutrients and digest food into the body. So when we drink cold water, the energy would be depleted, so that the body cannot absorb nutrients optimally. 5. Narrow intestine. Drinking cold water will cause narrowing of the intestinal wall, which as a result causes the destruction process and absorption of food in the intestine to be disturbed. The temperature of the ice water can cause clotting particles of oily food we consume. The fats will pile up in the intestinal tract, causing narrowing of the intestine. Consequently, it will slow down the digestion and interfere with the digestive process, which will be widely disrupted. 6. Triggering sore throat. Drinking ice water can also cause the mucus in the lining of the oesophagus to be prone to infection and inflammation. 7. Slowing heartbeats. Some studies reveal that drinking ice water can stimulate the vagus nerve. This nerve is very important for the control of and the unconscious collapse of heartbeat. Performance of this nerve will be disrupted while drinking ice water, causing the heart to beat slowly. 8. Causing dizziness. When our body's metabolism is disturbed, the body cannot immediately adapt when the temperature changes suddenly, especially when we drink ice-cold water. As a result, the supply of oxygen to the organs of the body decreases, including the brain. The impact is we will feel dizzy. 9. Causes sore throat. Another reason to stop consuming icy water is to prevent a sore throat and blocked nose. Drinking chilled water, especially after eating food, creates a lot of mucus in your respiratory system. When the tract gets congested, it also becomes vulnerable to many respiratory infections. 10. The shock factor. It is recommended not to have cold water after a workout. A lot of heat gets generated after any exercise. Immediately drinking cold water causes a difference in temperature, which negatively affects digestive health. So drinking cold water is of no use. Ice-cold water comes as a shock to your body, which can cause chronic pain in your stomach.